Hello friends and car enthusiasts. Today I'd like to introduce you to my new to me 1971 Fiat 124 Spider. And this car already has a very special story. My family bought this car for me, a surprise birthday present, and it's pretty amazing. I came home from work and found it in the garage.
Did you know about this?
Yeah.
You gotta be joking me.
Happy birthday! I got you a car that doesn't run. No? Well, we had it. Eli was my partner in crime for the last couple weeks.
My family were behind my back and they made a deal for the car, and I couldn't be more excited. And what's even more special about this car is we bought it from the original owner in 1971. The original owner, he bought it, he drove it for 10 years, and then he parked it, never to be driven again. And it has been in a garage in storage for over 40 years, untouched, very original and excellent condition. Well, good condition, we should say. But anyway, before we get too far along, I want to show you some of the neat things about this car, give you a little quick tour, and we can talk a little bit about what it's going to take to get this car back on the road. So you guys, if you've been watching my channel, and you'll know that I recently, well, a couple years ago, bought and have been working on a 1977 Fiat 124. In fact, it's right here behind me. And if you've been paying attention, I've had some struggles, to say the least, definitely some beginner mistakes. But I've been pretty happy with the project, and it's been a lot of fun to work on. And I'm even more excited now to turn my attention to the 71 with the chrome bumpers, the 1600cc engine, the 5-speed manual transmission, and just a really classic, really great car with a solid foundation. So let me show you around, show you some of the really neat things and some of the problems this car has, and we're gonna go from there. All right, so I know the rear of the car is probably a weird place to start, but I just really got to point out, I love this kind of stuff. This is the last time the car was registered, Ohio license plate. And if you look really closely here, it says expires 1982. Last time this car was registered was in 1981, and it hasn't been on the road since. And it's just a great little marker indicating some of the provenance of this car. And you know, and while we're back here, it's just nice to look at the well-designed rear end of the Fiat 124 Sport. And overall, in pretty good condition. Obviously, the chrome is probably toast. We'll see. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to clean this up at all, but otherwise, essentially rust-free rear end. I'm very excited about that. Let's take a look inside the trunk real quick. And it looks to be a parts graveyard. Let's take a look real quick at what kind of stuff we got in here. Just the paint on the inside of this trunk is just fantastic, as well as a lot of the areas that I've seen inside here, just absolutely corrosion free all the way around, and very happy about that. Otherwise, it's just quite a bit of a mess in here. Some old rotors, it looks like. Empty box. Old distributor cap, I don't need that. Intake, manifold gasket, I guess, brand new. Maybe I'll keep that for a Fiat 131. Okay, maybe that'll be helpful. I don't know, empty box. Brand new set of spark plugs. There we go, we'll keep hold of that. Something in Italian, I don't know. Ancient brake pads. Factory toolkit is here though, that's pretty slick. Look at that, it's complete. Fiat diesel, what is that? Some sort of seal, bearing seal. Don't need it. It's an old spare tire. Get rid of that. Timing light. Old oil filter with an oil filter housing. Okay, an old air filter. Hey, a new Fram, old stock. Wow, I wonder how old that is. Oil filter, that thing's massive. Who knows? Nothing I really want, I don't think. Another oil filter. More parts I don't know. An emergency auto kit. There's antiseptic wipes. This is Italian. Did this come with the car, you guys? Somebody kept spare points. That's a smart plan. Excellent. And a tire inflator. Fantastic little kit there. Will not use that anymore. Wonder how it looks under here. Does have the spare, and just from what I can see, very little corrosion in this thing. Just looks really nice. Wheel wells look good. Shock towers look fantastic. And the rubber's completely intact. Windshield wiper assembly 1. This is another windshield wiper assembly. I've got some cleaning to do. Is this an inner tube? Here, a little piece of wood, a wooden shelf. Well, there we go. I wonder if this is the original jack. Well, I got a jack. An old brake master cylinder. This looks like a bunch of trash. Okay, that's the trunk. All right, just a brief review of the exterior. I love the original steel wheels. They're obviously in a little bit poor condition, but with the factory hubcaps, I just really enjoy that original look. And the Steely's pretty great. You know, there's definitely some minor exterior conditions and a nice little dent right there. Obviously, the rockers are both rotted on each side. The tires are ancient. I'd have to decode the tires, but I'm pretty sure they're from the 70s. This particular tire was completely off the rim, and I just hooked it up to air, and it popped right back on the bead, and it's got enough air pressure that I can move it around. So I got a roller at least. You know, there's still a few little things going on. This headlight ring's missing. There's definitely little peaks of rust here and there. This side is a little bit more damaged. We've got a pretty large dent in this fender. Again, the rockers are pretty rusted here. I did get my hands back in the shock towers, and really good, but on this side, just some flaky stuff over here. Not great, but I can kind of get a finger through, so that'll definitely need some attention. That was the one concern that I had. But I've seen worse, and I think just that hole could be fixed, maybe without replacing the entire shock tower. But again, you know, I checked, the wheel wells have no holes, great condition all the way around, just some surface rust here and there, and that's pretty much the car, you guys. Let me take a look under the hood. It is the mighty 1600cc Lampredi twin cam 4-cylinder, and everything looks old but complete. I've just kind of pieced around. I do like, you can't see it, but JC Penney battery really dates the car there. Air filter's intact, no modifications that I can see. I had recently pulled oil, and it's still holding engine oil in there. The timing belt still has tension. You can see a lot of the radiator fluid is starting to crystallize, so I'm sure a lot of that. But even the hoses, for being 40 years sat, are not brittle. The radiator hoses aren't. The fuel hoses now, on the other hand, you can kind of hear them cracking a little. So all that's going to need to be replaced. Let's see. This brake fluid. That's brown brake fluid. I don't think it's supposed to be brown. Let's look on this side a little bit. Anything else interesting you guys see? Looks like pretty much a factory exhaust. A little bit of seepage around maybe the cam box covers, or maybe that's actually coming out of the distributor. Hard to say, but I think it's a good sign that there's some fluid around the top end as well. I think that just means that there's a better chance that the engine's going to be free, that it's going to be able to turn, and that we're not going to have any major engine damage. This all, take it apart, I think, and we're going to have to do some major work in here, but hopefully nothing too involved. It's just pretty straightforward. So I'm pretty optimistic, and I think this is going to be a good car. So let's take a look inside, see what we have. Yes, 1971. Goodness, I'm really actually kind of happy about the interior in this car. Even the top, just excellent condition. And you know, very, very minor surface rust in different areas. The door hinges look great. We just kind of look in here, the carpet is just really, really nice. The insulation is still intact. Just peeking under the insulation, just not a bit of rust. It's just rock hard. Everything is just completely intact. What's this? Wow, an old baseball hat. Oh, there's a cigar ring from Havana, Cuban, St. Louis, Missouri, central parking system. Wow, some old underwear. Looks like a broken door handle. Yes, Arby's. You never know what you get. I love finding fun stuff in these old cars. Got the old seat belt. You know, the seats are in poor shape. I'm not too worried about that. We can get those recovered if we have to, or redone. Both sides are pretty rough. You can see the door card is missing from the driver's side door. The owner could not get that door open. I unlocked it with the keys and squirted some WD-40 in it, and it came right open. So, who knows? I'm pretty happy with the condition of the center console. It's all completely intact. No tears or rips. The controls are all there. They're not broken. Very nice. The gear shift lever. I got the original radio still. Motorola solid state. Pretty neat. Came with a workshop manual. It's handy. What's in here? Got, what do we have in here? Cozy window, light bulb. What is this? Fuses. Oh, here's the tire information. Look at that, 1971 vehicle. Wonder if it says what year. Oh, that's okay. We know they're old. Owner's warranty and service book. Look at this. We've got safe motoring hints. Well, that'll be interesting. I might read that later. This is supplement to the instruction book. And this is the instruction book. Look at that. The original, man, that's an excellent condition. Pretty cool. Nothing much more interesting in the glove box. Sometimes we find some cool stuff in there. But you can see the interior panel's in great shape. There are just a couple minor cracks on the plastic, but otherwise all the gauges are in great shape. The again, the floor on the driver's side is just really well maintained. The ignition works. I got 2 sets of keys, which is just really fantastic. The what else is back here? The back seat is dirty, but it came with some few extra things. I've got a whole nother steering wheel and a steering column, which is pretty slick. Got a luggage rack, which I don't plan to use. Some old belts back there. And underneath all this is actually the door card for the driver's side door is in here too. So we can be able to put that back on. The sun visors are in good shape. The hardware for the top is all complete and looks like it works well. So really, really pretty happy with just a dirty car, but otherwise a nice interior. Moving back along the driver's side. This is actually the first time I've gotten to sit in the car because I actually just got the door to open. So let's just take a seat with me here and see what it's like. Ooh. Yep. Not too bad. Let's see if I can get that brake. Oh, there we go. The master cylinder just popped loose. Not that that matters. I'm sure that will get replaced. Let's see how this clutch feels. I'm a little nervous pushing the clutch in. It's moving, so it's clutch cable must work. Now lets me put it through all the gears. I'm not sure the reverse lockout maybe isn't working. Anyway, all to come. That's a good sign though that I can actually get the clutch pedal down. Interesting. Okay, great. Otherwise, it feels good in here. Feels like a Fiat 124, very comfortable even with the busted seat. And I think I'm gonna be driving this thing around in no time. I think what I'm gonna do though is, you know what, let's go ahead and hook a battery pack up to the battery terminals and let's just see what kind of issues we have with the electrical system, and let's just let's see what happens when we power this thing up. Okay, I've got my jump box connected to the battery. We'll go ahead and turn this thing on. Fingers crossed. Oh, do I see anything? I see a status light, so that's a good sign. I see, wow, the dome light works. The dome light. Yes, that's good. Flashers. Well, oh, they're flashing. Oh, the fans just kicked on. The heater fan works. Sort of. Well, that battery, my jump pack might not be super. Well, what about the radio? Well, that's not a good sign, but not worried about the radio exactly. See if any of the lights come on. Nothing, no turning signals. Oh, you can hear the wiper motor trying to turn. Uh-oh, there, they're off now. Okay, well, the motor works, but I guess the gears maybe are probably... Let's go see if the headlights come on. Okay, I got one headlight. I got two headlights, can you believe that? What about the tail lights? I don't know if we'll be able to see those in the daytime. Well, I got a tail light, I think. Oh, I'm off to a good start. That one's on as well. Nice. All right, I like it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bump the starter. I don't want to get that motor turned. So that'll be for another episode. Just wonder what else we can find in here. Let's see. And nice little pockets. My other 77 doesn't have these. Air vent, that's probably for the foot vent. Yep, that's not in there. That's okay. It's pretty good under here. Not any really crazy wiring situations going on that would concern me. What else is in here? Of course, 70s hair comb. Sweet 70s aviators. Oh man, I might have to wear these on my first drive. I think, oh, what's this? Key ring. What else is in here? What is this? Is this a wiring diagram? No? No way. What? Oh my gosh, it's a schematic for a turbojet engine. No way, a CF6-6 airflow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So, it's a turbojet. No, yeah, I believe the previous owner may have worked at GE Engines. And the only reason I know that is because if you happen to look here, GE Evendale plant parking permit. A GE parking permit here and a GE parking permit here on the windshield. He used to drive this to the GE plant in the 70s. I might have to contact him again and see if he can give me some more information on this. Wow, that is right up my alley. If you guys don't know, check out my channel for more aviation videos. I am gonna really enjoy looking at this a little closer. Wow, how cool is that? Okay, well, what else is in here? Anything else? Oh, yes, wouldn't be complete without a Merry Christmas cassette deck that is come unwound. Wow, how 70s is that? This car doesn't even have a cassette deck. Now, isn't that ironic? Oh, good, the window crank is in here. That is not on the window. Let's see. Oh, that's a bad sign. Okay, one more job to do there. Showed you guys some of the other stuff. There's a wiffle ball. Classic 70s games. There's a box of something in here. Okay. All right, you guys. That pretty much does it for the interior. So that is my 1971 124 Spider barn find. 40 plus years in storage. Let me know if you got any questions about the condition of this car. Give me any comments you think I should know about getting it fixed up and running. Go back and watch some of my previous videos on the 77 barn find that I've got in the garage right now. And stay tuned for some more projects and getting this car back on the road. I hope you join me for all those fun adventures. We'll see you next time.